just what an ugly, ugly way to end this game, man. A tie. Um, Thank goodness Graham Gano missed that kick. Because he can hit stuff like a 58-yarder. I thought he could hit that. Richie James catching that right in the middle of the field. Then we let Bellinger get a catch on the side of the field and get out of bounds. I was like, yeah, we're definitely going to find a way to lose this game. But we found a way to not lose the game. The refs were putrid, man. And I hate to blame refs. But for them to pick up a flag on Fabian Moreau, and that was certainly a holding call, a defensive holding. The block in the back on Logan Thomas was ridiculous. Darius Slayton pushed off on Christian Holmes. Even though Christian Holmes didn't play good football today, he did get pushed. Darius Slayton did push him. There was another play that was just really awful. Kayvon Thibodeau takes off Charles Leno's a helmet and just rips it off and sacks Taylor Heineke. You don't call a hands to the face penalty. I mean, the refs they really wanted the Giants to win this game. Point blank period. They wanted this game. I don't know if next week's game when we play the Giants again or 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from today, when the game's supposed to be on Saturday, it's supposed to be flexed or something, changed to Saturday. I just feel like the NFL and the refs, they just wanted the game to be flexed or something like that. They just wanted the Giants to win this game. So the next time we play them, it could be a big game. And I just had a feeling on that. I really did, man. That was awful. The refs were so darn bad today. They were bad. Brian Daboll, him crying and whatnot. And then they were about to throw a flag when Darius Slayton was almost out of bounds against Danny Johnson. I was like, are you really going to call a flag there? They didn't call a flag. I was like, yeah, y'all better not call a flag on that. I was going to be pissed. They called a flag on our return team. Percy Butler got a flag for pushing somebody out of bounds. The refs were just bad, man. It is what it is. They were bad. Like I'm not going to blame it on refs. But Brian Robinson's a dog, man. Now, Scott Turner, the screen pass on third down in overtime. Of course, you want him to be more aggressive, but a lot of people are saying he didn't trust Taylor Heineke's arm in that situation because Taylor Heineke he did get away with it. He got away with a couple passes. That pass to Cam Sims where he got tipped up in the air. I think Cam Sims almost got it, and then the other Giants guy almost got it while he was on the ground. That was scary. And then Taylor threw the pass to Terry, and he mossed number 38, but it kind of went through number 38's hands too. Like that was scary as crap too. So I understand why he just wanted to be conservative on that third down. I'm not a big fan of doing that, but I understand why. And I'm not big on Scott Turner at all. You guys know that. I'm not a big Scott Turner fan. People who say that he deserves a head coaching job or something like that, I just look at you. I'm like you got 3 heads or something. Like I'm not the biggest Scott Turner guy at all. But he has done well. He's done a solid job the past couple of weeks. He's done a solid job. Now, both teams, we're so evenly matched. And I said this. We're looking at the same team in the mirror. We are the same team. We're very similar in ways. Very, very similar. It's the Spider-Man meme, and it's fitting that this game ended in a tie because we have the same similar style. We both want to run the ball. We both have game-managing quarterbacks. I think we need to run Heineke more. Daniel Jones, we let him get off. Daniel Jones, every time he plays us, he goes for like 50 rushing yards, 70 rushing yards, 80 rushing yards, 90 rushing yards, and he went off. He had a couple of good runs. There was a third down where he went slow to the left and then slowed down, then went on a 3rd and 4 and got the first down. It was ridiculous. So the defense, they stepped up when we needed it. Daron Payne had a huge sack. I can't remember. I think it was in overtime or in the fourth quarter. That was a huge stop on third. It was like 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4. That was a huge sack by Daron Payne. So we'll look at the numbers here real quick, and I'll look at my notes. Of course, should Ron Rivera have gone for 2? Remember 2 years ago we did that? And I was like, don't do that. Do not do that. But I was like, be aggressive on 4th downs. But if just go to overtime, because I know if we would have went for 2, we would have lost. We would not have gotten it. We barely make 2-point conversions, so I'm happy he did not do that because I know that's something that Ron likes to do, riverboat run. But I thought it was smart to be conservative. And honestly, a tie, it's not good. But once again, it doesn't hurt us. Seattle, they're losing to the Rams right now, so who knows what can happen with that game. And then the Giants, they play against the Eagles, so most likely the Giants are going to lose that game. So. And then we play the Giants and we control our own destiny. We just got to get that win in Landover. We just got to take care of business and win that game. Third downs, we were awful, 3 for 14. Jahan Dotson's a dog, man. That spin move by Jahan, that was incredible. We finally got the football to Jahan. Oh, shout out to Prize Picks. Like I said, my promo code is down below at RealEdOliver. You sign up, use the link down below in the description. I got both picks right for you guys. Curtis Samuel got over 7.5 rushing yards. That was a good play call by Scott in overtime where he ran and got us basically to Giants territory. I was like, bro, we need to end the game right here. We're in their territory after that Curtis run, but somehow, some way we didn't convert and get a field goal at least. Terry McLaurin over under 4.5 receptions. Those were just 2 easy plays. I gave that to you guys. I hope you guys take advantage of that on Prize Picks. So shout out to them. But Third downs, 3 for 14 on third downs, 4 for 13. The Giants were 4 for 13 on third downs. We were 1 for 1 on fourth down. The Giants didn't go for it at all on fourth down. Rushing yards, we kept Saquon in check for the most part. That first touchdown, he just ran right up the middle. Jamin Davis got tricked on that play. He went like to the right, and Saquon just ran right up into the middle. And got the easy touchdown. We started off 10-0, man. Like, we're up 10-0. We don't get leads like that. We don't get leads like that. And then Terry did miss Logan Thomas wide open. You got to hit him there for the touchdown. Of course, we just don't convert. Got to convert in the red zone. That was one of my keys to victory as well. Saquon, we kind of held him in check. Daniel Jones, 71 rushing yards. He went off a little bit. Slayton had a big drop. That was a big drop by Darius Slayton to get them in field goal range. The fact that he got behind our defense is inexcusable. We've seen that happen so many times. I remember Matt Stafford that one year in 2020, he threw it and they got them right in field goal range and they hit like a 60 or a 55, 58-yard field goal in a dome. And it almost reminded me of that. Now, Darius Slayton had a big drop last year against us too. So shout out to Darius Slayton for that big drop. That was a huge drop because if he would have caught that, that would have been ball game right there. That would have been ball game. Hodgins made some good plays. Isaiah Hodgins, he broke a couple tackles against us. That was a big forced fumble by John Allen and Jamin Davis on Daniel Jones. That was a big turnover. We got to convert and score. We got to get a touchdown off that, though. Got to get a touchdown. Heineke, 27 for 41, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Terry touchdown was incredible by Terry. That was just a great run after the catch. Jahan Dotson with that spin move. That was incredible. Brian Robbins is a dog. He had a good day. 21 catches for 96 yards. I thought he could have scored a touchdown on one play. He was like tiptoeing on the sideline. And then went out of bounds, but it is what it is on that. Gibby, 9 carries for 39 yards. Terry McLaurin, have a day, 8 carries for 105 yards. Curtis Samuel, 6 catches for 63 yards. Jahan Dotson, finally, 5 catches for 54 yards. He gets some more targets. He got 9 targets today, 1 touchdown for Jahan, 1 touchdown for Terry. I'm just in an ugly mood right now. It's just so ugly to tie, man. I hate this so much. I hate having a tie, but like I said, I'm so happy we didn't lose to the Giants because I would have been pissed off if we lost to them. We had to sit on this during a bye week. Fabian Moreau flag picked up. I talked about that. I was pissed off about that. We gave up a lot of runs before halftime on the 2-minute drill. They got a field goal out of that. Daniel Jones, he ran up the middle, and then they let the clock run, and then they kicked the field goal. The 4th and 3, we stopped them. 4th and 3 in overtime. They tried to get us with a silent count and get us off sides. That didn't work in overtime. The Heineke fumble. I forgot who gave that up. Charles Lano got beat a couple. Offensive line kind of got dominated a little at times. They did. Wink Martindale, he likes the blitz. Kayvon Thibodeau, how many sacks did he have? We the pass rush. The Giants they were getting to us. They were. They had 4 sacks. We had 5 sacks, but we were getting beat in the trenches. We got a couple injuries. Tyler Larson went down. John Allen went down. Montez Sweat is in concussion protocols right now. He was evaluated for concussion. Hopefully he can be back after the bye week. So the injuries are starting to pile up a little bit. John Allen, I think he went back in the game, but Larson being hurt, that's rough. Nick Martin is not the best snapper in the world. He was awful against the Eagles. Somebody else got hurt. I just can't remember too. Logan Thomas, I talked about that they called a block in the back. That was BS. That was an awful call. Logan Thomas also had a false start. Cole Turner had a terrible holding call. The rest were just working us, man. They were. We had a big 3rd and 1. This is in the 3rd quarter here. We had a big 3rd and 1 stop. Casey Toohill stayed disciplined on the outside. There's one time Montez Sweat went in the inside, and Daniel Jones went on the outside, right on the outside, and Casey Toohill did a good job being disciplined. We got a big stop on 3rd and 1. That was a big stop in 3rd down. Danny Johnson was subbed in for Christian Holmes. Kayvon Thibodeau, I talked about that. He ripped off Charles Lano's face mask. We had a holding call on Charles Lano. I thought that was ridiculous, too. That was a terrible call where Brian Robinson ran for like 2 yards. That was a terrible call. Number 76 for the Giants got a taunting penalty. That was a taunting penalty. Taylor had a huge pass. Like Taylor, he's so Jekyll and Hyde. He's so up and down. He's so, it's just you get the best of both worlds. You get bad Taylor and good Taylor in the same game every time. Where he rolled out, it was 4th and 4, rolled out to the left side and threw the ball to Curtis Samuel. That's a legend of Taylor Heineke play. We don't tie. We're not in this ball game if he doesn't make that play. So a lot of people giving Taylor a hard time. I understand. But we don't win these games without his moxie and just the intangibles and some of the crazy stuff that he does. The unpredictable stuff that he does. The moxie, the escapability. Wentz is just not doing that. He's getting sacked. We probably get sacked 8 times instead of 4 if Wentz is there. Because there was a couple times where Taylor evaded the rush and made plays. He did. I give him his credit for that. Darius Slayton dropped, talked about that. Percy Butler had a personal foul. That pushed us back a little bit. That did hurt a little bit. Deron Payne had a huge sack on third down. I talked about that. You got to pay Deron Payne this offseason. They have to. Screen pass on third down to Jahan Dotson. Talked about that. Didn't like that at all. The sack by Thibodeau on our own 2-yard line, that was scary. I was like, bro, are we... At first, I was like, I seen him running behind Leno. Leno's got to pick it up. He didn't have his best game today. I was like, man, this is a forced fumble here. We're going to lose. This is a terrible way to lose by a forced fumble on our own 2-yard line. That's just a terrible Washington way to lose. But Taylor held onto the football, and we just ran the ball the rest of the way. I think we punted after that, if I can't remember. But that was scary, getting sacked on our own 2-yard line. I was like, bro, this is the worst way to lose. So let's wrap it up, man. I don't even want to talk about this too much because I'm so upset. I'm just so upset about this. How many penalties did we even have? It was ridiculous. We had seven penalties. The Giants had 4. 1 turnover each for each team. We're just identical. We really are. We are the same. We are the similar teams. We are just so similar. It's ridiculous. We really are. It's the Spider-Man meme. It really is. Let's look at the standings here before I wrap up here. The Seahawks are about to score, though, against the Rams. So we'll see, man. The Rams are just pretty darn bad, so I can't count on them at all. I can't count on them to help us out at all. But I think the Eagles will beat the Giants on Sunday for sure. So let's look at the playoffs. I know we're still the 7th seed, but when the Giants lose on Sunday to the Eagles, I think we're gonna, because they're gonna be 7-5-1. They're gonna be 7-5. We'll be tied. So I don't even know how the tiebreaker goes with that. To be honest with you, I don't know what the deciding factor would be. I'm trying to think what the deciding factor would even be if the season ended. Who would be the 7th or the 6th seed? And then the Seahawks will be 7-5 if they beat the Rams today. So it's just really weird. I don't have the standings and the whole deciding factor stuff in front of me. So somebody tell me if the season did end today or next week when the Giants become 7-5. I guess, because they lost to the Eagles. So I guess they might go by that. Since we beat the Eagles and they didn't, maybe that might be a deciding factor. Who knows? I don't know how they decided if it ended today, but next week. But the season doesn't end next week. But maybe we get Chase Young back next week. We'll see, or 2 weeks from now, and he can help us out on defense. I mean, the defense is not the problem, but we got to stop the runs on Daniel Jones, man. We got to stop the runs on him, man. Seriously, like we cannot let him hurt us on the ground. We just can't, because that's the deciding factor. My key to victory next week or 2 weeks from now, when I make my preview video, is really just stopping the run. Stopping Daniel Jones on the run. That's my key to victory, really. And that will solve basically 99% of our problems if we can stop him running the football. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think, man. I hope you guys enjoy the bye week. Enjoy the bye week. I'm going to try to do a studs and duds video tomorrow. But, everybody enjoy your Sunday off. I'm going to try to enjoy my Sunday off. So, all right, you guys, man. I hate this feeling. This is a terrible feeling. It feels awful. But like I said, I'm happy we didn't lose to the Giants. All right, you guys. Hail to the Commanders. Peace.